Hi everyone, this is Meteorologist Jade Steffens here with a quick update on your forecast. Today I'm tracking some improving conditions, so some positive things to talk about for today. Less wind by this evening, we might get a little bit of sunshine in a few hours, and as we look ahead to tomorrow, some much more comfortable temperatures. So let's jump into the forecast. We can get started with the headlines here. A live look outside, well, it looks pretty gloomy, much like it did yesterday. So that's what we'll be watching throughout the next few hours, but winds and clouds will slowly start to decrease as we move through the rest of the day. And for Halloween, I'm tracking a dry forecast, but it will also be a bit breezy and a little bit chilly as well. So a first alert to that, and freezing chances or chances to drop below freezing for a few mornings as well. So here's a check of the rain totals that we saw within the last 48 hours, so really since yesterday morning or so. We got nearly 7/10 of an inch here in the metro, about a third of an inch in Lincoln, Denison, 3/4 of an inch there, and all across the area, seeing the highest totals mainly on the Iowa side of our viewing area, but Falls City brought in 8/10 of an inch, so much needed rainfall yesterday. Now we're staying dry. We have cloudy skies though, still pretty gloomy across the area. A live look out on Dodge Street. 47 degrees. We have stayed in the 40s so far today. I don't think we're going to make it out for the rest of the day, and winds are also pretty strong still too, making it feel closer to about 40 degrees. So, unideal conditions to be outdoors today, but temperatures across the area mid to upper 40s, some of us right around 50 degrees or so. So our wind speeds will continue to drop off throughout the rest of the evening. I think after about sunset, we'll start to see winds gust only up to about 15 miles per hour and should stay pretty calm during the overnight hours. Temperatures right on their way. I think we'll make it to 50 at best today, but we will get a little bit of sunshine into the area. So that's a positive there. Some decrease in clouds as we get closer to sunset and then back to the 40s. So walking through wind gusts through the next few hours, of course, still very breezy out there. But as we get closer about 5, 6 o'clock, we'll really see some improvement with the wind speeds becoming calm as we move into this evening. Now, with that in mind, if we have calm and clear conditions, that indicates the chance to drop pretty quickly, likely right around 35. So we do have potential for frost tomorrow morning and potential for some fog as well. So here's a look at 3 o'clock in the morning on your Thursday. As we get closer to about 6 a.m., notice it's mainly going to be on the Iowa side of the viewing area for that best chance for fog. This could reduce some visibility on your morning drive tomorrow. So first alert to that, of course, fog will likely start to burn off as we get towards late morning tomorrow. Overall, we'll start the day in the mid-30s. We will get lots of sunshine. That'll help us reach upper 40s by about noon, and then right around about 59 into the afternoon. It won't be necessarily warm, but definitely a lot more comfortable than we've been so far this week. And for your Halloween forecast, a high right around 52. So that's what we're watching here. Some fog tomorrow morning with sunshine returning and a high near 59 in the afternoon. 52 on Friday. Increasing clouds and breezy. So that's what we'll be watching for that trick-or-treat forecast for the second half of the day on Friday. Saturday starting off the weekend, mostly cloudy and chilly. So here's your Halloween forecast. It's going to be cooler than average, high in the low 50s. It could get breezy at times. Some winds from the northwest could gust up to over about 20 miles per hour or so. So if you're heading out to trick-or-treat, you'll probably need a jacket with your costume, or at least that's what I would recommend. By about 6, 7 o'clock, we'll probably be back in the 40s and quickly falling lower into the 40s as we move throughout the night. Now, for your Husker game day forecast around kickoff, kickoff will be about 6:30 p.m. in Lincoln at Memorial Stadium. So around that time, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s. Halftime, not going to be too much different. We'll have a pretty slow cool down throughout the evening, but it is going to be pretty chilly. So if you're heading out to Lincoln for the game on Saturday, I do recommend dressing warm. That's where we're watching the next few days. Don't forget to set your clocks back an hour Saturday night into Sunday. Now that will give us an extra hour of sleep, but it also means some very early sunsets as we head into next week and really through a majority of the winter. So enjoy the sunset times we have for this week. Heading into early next week, will be a little bit warmer, a little bit more comfortable there. 61 and breezy on Monday with temperatures in the 60s through most of next week. As we look ahead to the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, this is November 5th through the 11th, likely going to be well above average. Our average high for that time of year, right around the mid 50s. So that could mean we'll be in the 60s, which is highlighted in our 10-day forecast. Drier than average conditions to our south, but really likely looking pretty normal for our precip outlook for those days as well. So I'm going to pull up that 10-day forecast here one more time. Again, watching some improving conditions today, chilly over the weekend, and then sunny with highs in the 60s for next week. And that is going to wrap up our forecast for this afternoon. I'll be on live at 3 o'clock. I'll be going over more details to this forecast. And after that, Chief Meteorologist Emily Roller will be in throughout the rest of the evening, and she'll keep you up to date with the forecast as well. If you're not already watching this on our First Alert 6 weather app, I recommend you download it, check it out. We have an hour-by-hour forecast, a 10-day forecast. We have videos that we update and upload throughout the day, and we have interactive radar, which would have come in handy yesterday with all those showers moving through. But I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Wednesday afternoon and has a great rest of their week.